We're now tuned to the Unit Show. You know what it is. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Today, I'm going to give you 7 signs of why you're mature. We got a lot to talk about though. Fresh out the hospital. Doc said I was going too hard on my workouts. I was doing 2-a-days. Shout out to my boxing trainer. Shout out to Diligence out there in East Hartford. Good people over there. I've been training with them. And so I go to the hospital telling them, you know, my chest hurting. You know, they did some blood work, some tests, and they said, you know, I was going too hard. And so gave me some IVs, you know, kept me in there overnight, but I'm back. I got work to do. I got work to do. You know, with new levels come new devils. And so some people not gonna understand it. And that's cool. That's all right. That's all right. Because you're going up. And what makes you think you're gonna have something in common with somebody who stagnated? You know? But we're gonna get to that. Don't worry about that. You know, it's the top of the year. You know, a lot of people that already made New Year's resolutions and they done already broke them. You stay on task though. You stay on task. I don't even care if you slipped up one day. Get back onto it. Anything you want to start right now is the right time to start it right now. At the beginning of the year, because guess what? As the months go by, you're going to see for yourself. Ain't nobody going to give you no pat on your back. Ain't nobody going to say, yo, man, keep going. Yo, I see you elevate. And that's cool. But I will. I'm a well-wisher. I'm going to give you your flowers while you can smell them. Sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back. Don't wait for nobody else to pat you on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Because you know what you've been through. And you know where you're going. Yeah, shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. 7 signs to show that you are maturing. Number 1, you no longer take advice from people who aren't where you want to be. You know how, you was coming up and, somebody always got an opinion, or I think you should do this, or maybe you should try this, or you shouldn't do that. Putting their fears on you. And for a long period of time, we believed it. As time progressed, you see that it didn't get you anywhere. You understand? So it's like, why are you going to take advice from someone who isn't where you're trying to go in life? If you've made the decision to stop taking advice from those type of people, I commend you on it. And for anybody that hasn't learned that, it will be in your best interest to no longer take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life. Number 2, you realize that it's okay for everyone to not know your next move. Time and time again, I tell people, man, privacy is peace. Everybody don't got to know your next move. For what? Don't ever let them know how you come in. Just come. Everybody don't deserve a front row seat to your show. But if you just keep giving everybody access, then guess what? In due time, you will no longer be exclusive. Number 3, you take 100% accountability and responsibility for your life. You don't blame others. You don't blame your circumstances. You just get through it. And those are the type of individuals that constantly keep elevating. Yeah, they've been through, fucked up relationships. Yeah, they had trauma. Yeah, they probably, lost a job. I guarantee they probably was blessed. If they was eager enough, they got a better job. But you taking accountability. You're not making excuses. Take accountability for your actions. No matter the circumstances, no matter what you've been through, I salute you for that. Number 4, you became aware of who you surround yourself with. And that is a major key. Oftentimes, we think, that's my boy, or, man, that's my homegirl. Whatever they do, that's their life. That's how they is. And, I ain't gonna judge on it. But what you don't know is that directly affects you. It affects your decision-making, how you act, how you react, your judgment. It affects your character, because they may do some things that you won't allow it, but guess what? You condoning it. But shout out to the ones that have became aware of their surroundings and chose to place themselves in an overachieving community. Write that down. Do you really think you could be around a bunch of people that's underachieving and you have dreams and you're trying to overachieve and that they're really going to be like-minded like you, or they really going to be on the same level as you? Of course not. You're the enemy. You're food. Why? Because you're seeking something greater. And you don't never have to cut anyone off. Eventually, they'll cut themselves off. So shout out to you if you mastered that. That's a sign that you're maturing. You became aware of who you surround yourself with. And you've made a decision to be in the overachieving community. I respect that to the fullest. Number 5, you think about your actions and your reactions. You know, when you were young or you was, just ego-driven, you just fly off the handle. But you've matured, and so now you think twice about your actions. Why? Because you have so much to lose. You have a family, you have a career. A lot of people depend on your existence. You're thriving. Like it's really happening for you. All the things that you prayed for, all the things that you dreamed of and daydreamed about, and all the goals you wanted to achieve, it's happening because you took it upon yourself to start thinking twice. You can't throw your life away for a dude who ain't got shit but a few pair of Jordans and live with his mama. That wouldn't be a wise decision. That go for women too. If you dealing with a man and every time y'all get into something, what's the first thing he do? He run back to his mama house. Or you dealing with a man and he living in his mama house, that tell you what it is. I don't want to sit here and be mean and say you deserve what you get, but no, you deserve better actually. But it's up to you to get better. You ever notice some people, they deal with ain't shit people because deep down inside they probably feel like they ain't shit. They deal with people with low vibrations and low expectations because themselves have low vibrations and low expectations. It happens all the time. These are facts I'm speaking. It's not based on opinion. And so when you mature and you start to analyze things and you think twice about your actions and your reactions, slowly but surely you start to see things change. And you know what? You remove yourself from those environments. You remove yourself from having conversations with those people. Doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people. It just means that you've decided to think twice. And you'll start to see that they'll just shut off. That's a sign of maturity. Number 6, you do what you need to do before you do what you want to do. Big difference. Like, you're not making excuses. You're not bargaining with yourself. No, priorities come first and foremost. And whoever don't respect that, fuck them. It doesn't matter who it is. Priorities come first. Because all you got to do is look back and trace back and think of the times where you was always doing what you wanted to do instead of what you need to do, and you'll see what you got. A whole lot of nothing. But shout out to you if you decided to put your needs before your wants. Because I guarantee you, you're prospering. That's one of the simplest things you can do is put your needs before your wants. You know how many people just go through a whole life of just doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results? That's a sign of insanity. But if you start telling yourself and holding yourself accountable, and your priorities come first, and you do everything that you need to do, you'll start seeing that, everything that you want to do, it just flows. It just comes naturally. Trust me, a lot of people go through life without doing what they need to do and wonder why they never get up. Shout out to you if you know better than that, man. Number 7, the 7th sign that you are maturing. You're learning to protect your peace. It sounds easy, but trust me, it is not, and it takes time. Do you know that you have certain people that just want to get a reaction out of you? Like they just any type of reaction out of you. Those are the people that are really inspired by you. You know what you have to do for those type of people? You say a prayer for them and you let them just go on about their way. Because some people are crash dummies and they don't even know. Some people don't got nothing good coming to them because their morals are questionable. Their integrity is in question and they don't even know it. Do you know you disturb your peace by interacting with such individuals? If you have learned to protect your peace, I commend you because that is key. That's a major key, in fact. If you know how to protect your peace, you up. You can feel me. You know what's real. There's no facades. I'm not trying to talk a certain way or trying to make you feel where I'm coming from. No, we're not doing none of that. All this is real. These gems that you can apply to your daily life. Anyone, I don't care who you are. These are gems that you can apply to your life. It is you that's going to keep elevating. So like it, comment, share it, because it's real. I like to pat myself on the back because I come from the bottom, but I made the choice to be a part of an overachieving community. And you think I don't know some people hate my guts for it or can't stand me for it? I know this shit, I know. I pray for them though, I wish them well. Because if they see a video like this, hopefully they'll pay attention to the message and never mind the messenger. So if you're just tuning in, 7 signs that you're maturing. 1, you no longer take advice from people who aren't where you want to be in life. Number 2, you realize that it's okay for everyone to not know your next move. Why? Because privacy is peace. Number 3, you take 100% accountability and responsibility for your life. You don't blame nobody. You don't blame none of your circumstances or what you've been through. Keyword, through. You got through it. Number 4, you became aware of who you surround yourself with. It took you some time, but you woke up and you realized, I don't care if it's family members, whoever, toxic is toxic. Successful is successful. And so if you've made the decision to put yourself in an overachieving community, I salute you. And I know it was hard work. I know it took you some time because you're going to shed some people that you love. Number 5, you think about your actions and your reactions. You don't just act off impulse. You think about things twice. Why? Because you now understand that you have a lot to lose. Career, family. Like you really tapped in and realized that you have a lot of people that depend on your existence. That is the highest sign of maturity. You're thriving. Don't let them trick you out your spot. Don't involve yourself with no crash dummy who really ain't got shit going for themselves. Got a whole bunch of Jordans but no life insurance. Living with their mother. And nothing is wrong with living with your mother if you're taking care of her. If you're a grown man living with your mother, man, and you with the shits, you need to be ashamed of yourself, man. Shout out to everybody out here breaking generational curses, man. Number 6, you do what you need to do before you do what you want to do. Not too many people can do that. That's elite. Trust me when I tell you. That's elite. You don't make no excuses. You don't bargain with yourself. You don't say, oh, no, I'm going to do this. No. You get to it. Priorities, first and foremost. Number 7, you learn to protect your peace at all costs. Watch how things start changing for you. Watch. You don't want to partake in something? Just say, nah, I'm okay. I just got to protect my peace. If anyone takes offense to that, that is the sole person that you are protecting your peace from. Because you can't expect everybody to get it. Some people may take it personal. It's all cool. So those are the 7 signs that you are maturing. Keep up the great work. Tonight's show is sponsored by Kiss Cafe. Kiss Cafe, a 3-generation family-owned company featuring premium coffee, uniquely blended and produced with legacy and quality in mind. Created with honesty and accessibility, and proudly grounded in tradition, history, and experience. Go follow them on IG at Kiss Cafe Coffee.